Now, please note that back to that, here's Roy Higgins with his thoughts on the Geelong Cup.
He looks well here today. Start to look for a bit of improvement. He's been very, very slow coming along, this guy. But I must say there's a bit of a sparkle in him here today. And speaking of sparkle, this is the best I've seen our Pompey for a long while. I couldn't trust him. Probably his best years are well and truly past. But by gee, did look well, the three going through. Sir Kingy, by gee, this guy has done a treat since his good third, surprise third a little bit. Big odds, 125 to 1 at Fleming. And I tell you what, don't think it'd be those odds here today. He does look very, very well. And Zero Limit, he has peaked, the 5. Hit his top at the right time. Gets his chance to qualify for the Cup here, and he's got Damien on board. Looks a picture. Jimmy Dash, he likes to sting out of the ground. He's fitting well. My Soul Dancer, about the same. I couldn't fault him. He's a big ribby type. Toll Bell. This guy might give you a good side here today. The 9, he's going to get out and he's going to bowl along. He ran second in this race last year. He does like the jar out of the track, which we've got here today. He looks a treat. Section has trained on good since the Benalla Cup win. Fit horse. Coachwood. Section beat him at Benalla, and by gee, I tell you what, he's only an ordinary horse, but by gee, he's a fit horse here today, the 11. Richard Cranium, he's getting close to his top, the 12. Gay Waterhouse's runner here in number 13, Beloka, ribbed up, big steely grey horse, typical of her horses, like her father's horses, very, very fit. And another horse that has had a lot of racing, but by gee, it's as good as he's looked for a long while, is number 15, Trista King, looked a treat. And 16, Takutiki is another one that looked well. In summary here, what looks a very open race. As mentioned, one of the young guys on the up is number 5, Zero Limit. Damien Oliver on board. I'll put him on top of number 9, Toll Bell. I think this guy will give you a good side along with 15, Trista King. And I did like the look of number 4, Sir Kingy, going through. So for the big one of the day, I marked them 5, 9, 15 and 4.
Good on you, Roy. Here's Kel.
Thanks,
I hope he's right.
Yeah.
It's a solid favourite in the ring, Zero Limit. Ahead of Boloko, there's been support for it, and it has come into a clear second favourite now behind Zero Limit. And then we've got a bunch of them around about the same quotes, Kingy, Toll Bell, and surprisingly, for me anyway, Coachwood. Maybe people have opted to stick with Shane Dye. That trio are all about the same quote. And then we get out to Jimmy Dash, number 6, who's into double figures, and good odds about the rest of them. But the clear favourite is Zero Limit as the Freedman juggernaut continues on. But Beloko's been very well tried to beat it, Brian.
OK, well, there's the latest at Geelong, and they're at the barrier. No move up yet. Some totes at Cessnock.
Right, I'll leave Sydney there for the moment. We have the double approximate.
This is in gate number 6. The line is good now at the top of the straight. They're ready to go. The light is on. They're racing in the Cup. Out in a good line. Zero Limit not brilliant away, and one of the first out, Toll Bell and Darcher near the outside. My Soul Dancer and Coachwood away quickly with Anne Fitzrian, and near the inside being restrained as our Pompey. Toll Bell and Darcher coming over now, heading towards the winning post with a lap to go. It's Toll Bell from the outside clearing them, leading a length now to Coachwood and Darcher from Anne Fitry and My Soul Dancer. Zero Limit caught a little wide, starting to push forward. They're followed by Trista King, our Pompey. Further back, Takutiki, and on the outside of it, Sir Kingy. Further back, then Beloka. They're followed further back by Section. Then on the inside, Richard Cranium from Jimmy Dash, and last of all is Liashla. 1,800 metres to go, and Oliver sending the favourite around the outside, Zero Limit, where the leader is Toll Bell, a length in front, but Zero Limit's ranged up on the outside to be up running second. Third in the race is Coachwood over along the inside. They're followed further back in the race now on the outside of those by Darcher, fourth, a length and a half, Amphitryon. My Soul Dancer, sixth on the rail, one further back, Trista King. Then came the outside, would have been further back in the race, Trista King being covered up out by on the outside, Sir Kingy. Over on the inside, our Pompey, two to Takutiki. Beloka, the grey on the inside, a length and a half further back section. They're followed by Richard Cranium, Jimmy Dash, and last of all, Liashla. 1,200 out in the Cup up the back, and the pace is fairly good. The leader is Toll Bell. 2 lengths in front from Zero Limit. Coachwood ahead away third. 2 to Darchwood, 1.5 away. Darcher running fourth, a half, then to My Soul Dancer. Then Amphitryon from Trista King. Over on the inside is our Pompey, and they're followed a length and a half to Sir Kingy. Around the outside now, Beloka, in the middle, Takutiki. Then Richard Cranium, 2 further back section, followed by Jimmy Dash, and last of all in the race is Liashla. They've come off the back of the hill, 750 out. And the leader on the inside still is Toll Bell, with on the outside ranging up Coachwood now. 2 lengths to Zero Limit under pressure. Around the outside of him goes Darcher, the third. Then Amphitryon from My Soul Dancer, Trista King. Then our Pompey and Richard Cranium. Coachwood's moved up now to Toll Bell at the home turn, 500 metres to go. Further out on the track is Darcher with Amphitryon. Then Zero Limit, Trista King from our Pompey, My Soul Dancer. The grey Beloka back to the rail in the straight. straight they race, and Darcher out in the centre, ranging up to Coachwood, and further out is Amphitryon. They've come away from Toll Bell, and wider out now is Section down the outside. Amphitryon's got the upper hand with 100 to go. Section is wearing it down, kicking back on the inside, Coachwood. Amphitryon, Section and Coachwood, they hit the line. Terrific go. Three-way go in the middle here. Amphitryon, Coachwood the inside, and Section, an enormous go. Three of them down to the line. They're followed by Beloco. Darchar behind those from Trista King, our Pompeii. Then came Taku, Tiki, Liash, La, Toll Bell. Further back on the race, Jimmy Dash, followed by Richard Cranium. A gap then to My Soul Dancer, and they're followed well back by Sir Kingy, and Zero Limit is near the tail. It's a three-way photo to the Cup.
Number 10 Section is 35.30 and 8.40. Number 17 Amphitryon 56.70 and 17.10, and Coachwood number 11 7.70 2.60. The double with 10 is 101.40, with 11 $20.70, with number 17 $250.10.
A great go to the Cup for 95, with Section flashing up to Amphitryon and Coachwood. And the three of them have hit the line in the Geelong Cup. Amphitryon had his nose in front just before the line in the centre, with Section ranging to him out wider.
Call for a print.
And the judge calling for the print here to separate Amphitryon, the outside Section, and Coachwood the inside ahead of Beloco in fourth placing. A photo call for, a three-way photo. And there's very little in this. Amphitryon, Section the outside, and Coachwood back to the inside. A great go to the Geelong Cup. The momentum is Section on the outside. Just before the line, this one kicked back in the centre, Amphitryon, after they looked as though they had the upper hand from Coachwood, but he was able to kick back.
OK, if number 10 gets it, that's Section to return $28.80 and 7.10. Or if number 7 Amphitryon gets it, $57 and $13.40. This will be a huge trifecta. And the other one there, I think it's got third 11 Coachwood for the place dividend $2.60. But two outsiders fighting out the finish of the Geelong Cup. No result yet. A developed print.
Coachwood took off and went out after the leader. But Amphitryon was wider out, and then Section came down the centre. The judge looking at the print to the Geelong Cup, and we stand by for the winning number. Marie Payne trotting back here with Section. On Amphitryon, we've got Michael Carson, Greg Hall over on the inside on the Coachwood. And the judge having a good look at the print here to race number 7 today. Riders all looking across, checking the semaphore board here to race number 7. Great go, this one. Hall looking across at his saddlecloth number, just checking to see if anything's up there for him. Marie Payne was having a good look at the semaphore on her horse number 10. 17 is the one in the middle, Amphitryon, Michael Carson. It might be Amphitryon from here. I just thought he may have got the stride in the centre. Very, very close, though. Wait for the numbers here. Amphitryon the centre, Section the outside, and Coachwood. An enormous go here, a three-way drive. And the winning number will be up in a moment. The judge is poring over the print. And 17's got it in the middle, Amphitryon. Number 17 in the middle. Number 17, Amphitryon in the centre. Has got the print to the Cup. The second placing goes to number 10, Section on the outside. And on the inside, Coachwood is third, number 11. So it's number 17, a local win for Calvin Burke and Michael Carson.
Well, on Super Tab, number 7 Amphitryon, around about $57 even and $13.40. Number 10, Section second, around about $7.10. And 11 was third, Coachwood Shane Dye at $2.60. Here's Kel.
Danger was slow. Likewise, Poppy's wanders in bother today. And Travelling Arrow went...
Amphitryon.
Horse, yeah. Gave me the horse because he was going no good down there, and just muck around with him at the beach and that sort of thing. And
Muck around with him at the beach and win a Geelong Cup with him.
yeah, well, his form's been all right. I mean, Benalla, he got a long way back, and like he's won the Kiwi Golf, it was not too bad, you know, and he's a good tough horse and home track advantage, you know, so I thought he had a chance in here.
Well, yeah, well, the fifth win in here when the number went up. Well done, and what have you got in mind for him? Anything, the Provincial Cup, Ballarat, Bendigo, or?
Ballarat Cup and those sort of things, you know.
Well, on the strength of today's run, he's got, wouldn't have too many troubles probably picking up one of those.
Well, this will do. We'll settle for this one. This is the one we wanted to win. So
Okay, enjoy the night, mate, too.
Thanks.
OK, Brian Blackmore talking with the trainer, Kelvin Burke. Now, totes are coming through for Balaclava. The Super Tab totes, firstly, the winner was number 2, Don't Babylon.